guys, welcome back to my channel. It may be a little dark, but it is 8:06 in the morning and it's still pretty light out. So I shaved off my brows this morning and I've done my brows the way I love them to be. Like, I like my brows how they are like this because they're up higher and they're not as fairly equal, not fairly the same, but my brows have never been the same. They're just what it is. But I want to try this trend that's going around that is called something like looking different or something like that, but I'm not quite sure. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be popping some primer on, and I need to let this primer sit on my skin for a bit. So what I'm going to do is pop some Xobeauty Extra Primer on, which is really good. I do like this primer. This primer is really nice. The only reason I do my brows first because when I shave the tails off normally, I need to do my brows first. As you can see, you see that bounce back that's going on. That is bounce back from the primer. And then I'm going to use another primer, which is a avocado poreless primer, which I find is really good. Go that and then I tap. Because I want, press in, because I want my pores to be visible, if you get what I mean, and just press in here as well. I try not to go in my nose as much because my nose doesn't like to handle a lot of product. I'm going to get a concealer with a little brush, just like this, and I'm just going to basically do a thin coat on some spots and some scars. I'm going to let this sit on my skin for 5 minutes. Okay, I've let this sit in for about 4 minutes, and if we swipe it and it comes off, it means it's still thin. See, that's come off a bit, so we're just going to leave it for a bit longer. Like this bit down here, is it coming off? Yeah, so we do leave this bit, if it comes off a bit, we do leave them on there for a bit longer.
5 minutes later.
Now I'm going to put on an e.l.f. Halo Glow. I always use this stuff because it is incredible, and underneath that makeup, it is so good underneath makeup. But you can wear it on its own if you want to wear it on its own. Definitely need to get some more because I'm running low on this, which is unheard of, but I got mine in the shade 4. So I'm just going to pop and take all this stuff. I don't mind the granite fade, it's just when the hair gets in the way and you wanted to do stuff. I'm just going to tap in everything so don't move anything around. And then we're going to use a foundation. The foundation I'm going to use, the e.l.f. Soft Glam Foundation, Satin Foundation in the shade 31 Medium Neutral. And we're just going to shove this on here, just one at a time. That's the shade. I match it to my tan, which I always do. Now I go back and I'm just going to tap more. There we go. See, look at that. It looks pretty. I do like this foundation. This foundation is really nice and pretty. Like, it's satin matte, but it is still a very good foundation to use. I absolutely love this foundation. I feel like it's a win for me. It's just the right what I'm looking for as well. It's because it matches my tan really well. It doesn't match my hand because I don't have any tan on my hand. And then with my brows, I go around them carefully. And what I would tend to do is get a damp sponge, a very damp sponge, and then I do put a little bit of foundation on the back of the. But then what I tend to do, put a little bit of foundation there, and I tend to mix that in to the sponge, so it's all one layer. And then I go back in, and it will distribute some of the product, but really fun, and it'll make it look like really good and looks like it's put together a little bit more. The bronzer I'm going to use is the Jordana T-shirt bronzer. If you haven't tried to do a bronzer by Jordana T-shirt, go for it. I'm going to basically get a brush like this, go up. Just go up like that. Just go up, you know, just. And then I'm just going to get a brush, and the brush I just use this brush for say, just a small little brush just to basically go in. I'm going to do a wing that I've seen Amber Scholl do. If you don't know who Amber Scholl is, living under a rock. She does a lot of DIYs on her channel, and she's really good. I do like her, and she does her wing a little bit differently than others. Just blend out of the thing just a bit, just blend it out there. I'm going to use some concealer, so we're going to use this one. I'm just going to pop it here, just, and here. A little bit here, a little bit here. Foundation brush, and just basically do that. So I just want to do so my everything's pointing up. Then I'm just going to take my sponge and just going to tap it in one place. So it's lifted quite a bit. And then we go into this colour. I'm going to go into a brightener and just pop it in here. I want my brows to be lifted, and just going to just lift the brows. I'm just going to pop it in here. Just lift them, just pop it onto here as well. And everything's just pointing up. Blush, and I'm just going to use a cream blush. This is by xobeauty. It's the shade Malibu Barbie. I'm just going to use a brush. Just going to use a brush like this and just pop some of it on here. And then with this, like, I didn't want a really pinky blush, but you know what? I am going to want a pinky blush. We've got the base done, and now we're going to need to powder this. And we're going to use the Jordana T-shirt powder. If you don't know, get to know it, because it's very, very good. I just go in there. And with this look, I don't want my bottom eyelid to be smoked out like I always do. So now we're going to powder the rest of the face. I'm going to get a brush just to go into, I want to basically round this and go out here so we get a wing effect. Keep it nice and high because we want it to open the eyes. We don't want to close the eyes, so we're just going to pop it over here. Bring this out. We're going for this to be halfway in. I'm going to take a very, that makes two shades, and then we're just going to pop that there. I'm just going to pop this up here to basically open up the eye a little bit more. As you can see, look at the sun, it's opened up the eye a little bit more. Okay, this is where I need to bring my mirror close. So we're going to use NYX Epic Liner, and we're going to do a wing, but we're going to do an inner corner wing as well. Before I do that, I am going to use a black gel liner. I'm going to go in the bottom of my waterline and the top. What I'm going to do is just spray my face with some setting powder, with some spray, and we're going to fan my face. So we're going to do a liner. Okay, I'm going to pop some mascara on and some lashes, and then we're going to get back to the face. Okay, once they are drying, I'm just going to pop on some bronzer. Use one of these brushes. Pop in a leash, brighten up my under eyes, and then I'm going to put some highlighter on. Highlighter on, and then we're going to pop a wig on. Now we need it to go a nude natural lip one, because this is more close to my natural lip liner. I'm going to overline her lips. Now that I've got that on, I'm just going to use another lip liner. Use this one. With a gloss, we're going to put a gloss on top. This needs to be unrecognisable. I'm going to use some hydrator and then trigger afterwards. What I need to do is put a knife button and I can be right back. This is the final look complete. I don't know if I look any different, probably not, but why not? I feel like this just gives a different perspective on my look of trying to do myself different. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give the video a big thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.